So what I say is not for everyone. What I say is for people who are in my shoes, who are finding it hard to actually navigate life in their 20s or in their young adulthood life. Like, guys, it's so hard. Trauma follows us every flippin' day of our lives. Trauma refluxes every second, every day. And that's just making life difficult, more difficult than it is already. The fact that my trauma refluxes is emotionally, psychologically, and mentally messing me up. Literally. Like, I grew up seeing my oppressor doing things in a certain way, and that was normalized to me, and that seemed right to me because I saw it being done every day. So as a child, again, as I grew up, I saw things differently, and I told myself, I don't want to grow up like this person. But look at me now. I am walking in the footsteps of the very same person that I never wanted to be like. Every single day, every after my self-introspection sessions, I always end up with one conclusion, the same conclusion all the time. And I also finally got to understand the saying about an apple. Finally today I get to understand the statement, an apple does not fall far from a tree. After a whole lot of self-introspection, here's me. After a whole lot of that, I finally got to understand what it means to be an apple that doesn't fall far from a tree. Guys, life is difficult. And it's even more difficult when you fell from a tree that you don't want to be like. Obviously, the DNA of that tree is inside of you already. Oh damn. So every now and then I do some self-introspection. Wara. Okay, cool. And the most heartbreaking thing is every single time I do these self-introspection things, I always have one conclusion. And that is, the oppressor is and will always be inside of me. You know why? I grew up normalizing actions of an oppressor. I grew up thinking what an oppressor does is right. And today I am a living product of my trauma. And I hate it. And that's making me gradually hate myself in a way, because I am becoming what I never thought I would become. This is just me voicing out my difficulties as a young adult. I grew up thinking I'm going to be a role model to my siblings, but that seems so hard to reach. That seemed so far-fetched because of the trauma that keeps following me and the trauma that keeps reflexing, bouncing back any chance it gets. It's literally just making me feel like all the efforts that I've put in running away from being like my oppressor were just pointless, because here I am, like I said, having or behaving just like my oppressor any chance I get, and it's not intentional. So to my brothers and sisters to my brothers and sisters, or to anyone that is going through whatever it is that I am going through, I pray you find a way out. I pray you embrace the red flags that your trauma has placed right in front of you in a silver platter. And I hope instead of your red flags being revealed to you won't destroy you, because I know it's not pleasing really to see your red flags being given to you on a silver platter by your trauma. But instead of giving up, I'm just saying, let's try fighting our trauma face to face, and let's see who wins. I don't want to lie, between you and your trauma, the person that should win, it's you. Because the moment you let your trauma win, it's the moment you're giving your past power over your future. You have given your past access to determine your future. So don't do that. Rather, be like me and fight. I'm not gonna give up, sorry. But I'm just sharing this because I know there are people who are struggling because of their trauma out there, and their trauma comes late at night, and like it beats you up. Your trauma yako at night especially, that's me. So I'm just saying, I'm here. Fight just like me. Don't give up. So in case you're wondering, I am saying all this to give myself hope, and to also give you who are involved in the struggle of trauma hope. I'm also giving you hope. As much as Linda, I'm going through it, I'm saying it out loud so that you can get hope through me. And me giving you hope is actually what's giving me hope to fight, to continue, to thrive, and fight against my past, my trauma, and just embrace the habits, embrace the red flags, and try and find a way to turn those red flags into yellow or red, or into yellow or blue, green. But guess what? Sizopopa, guys. One day we will get over everything. One day trauma will knock on my door, and I'm gonna open, and I'm going to allow it to get in, and I'm going to be the one to push it out if it does not want to get out. Right. I want to have that much control over my trauma, because now, shame, I don't want to lie, I don't have control. Any little small thing that happens is a trigger, especially any small thing that I do is a trigger, and I always find myself doing in self-introspection the next day because of that trigger. But guys, love and light. Yeah, I guess love and light. Sizoba right, sizoba great. We are going to be okay. Because if not now, then who? If you don't go through the struggle now, then who must? So guys, don't be discouraged. Don't. Mina ngikhala 24/7 ebusuku. But here I am now making videos. So don't give up and don't give in to your trauma. If your trauma makes you want to be a sex slave, do that to heal, but don't give in to it forever. Do it just for now. After all, I know it won't be that easy. I know some people have weird crazy coping mechanisms for their trauma. But at the end of the day, Siri, you have to survive. At the end of the day, you have to choose yourself. So if being a sex slave works for you, do it temporarily. So then find a solution, find a better coping mechanism, go to the gym, learn how to do karate for self-defense classes, or for just self-defense. Get weights. It's not gonna be easy. A coping mechanism that is bad is like an addiction. You need rehabilitation. So please, sweetie, do the right thing for yourself. Yeah, guys, I'm not an expert, so you can either listen to my advice or not. It's all up to you. Because at the end of the day, myself, I'm struggling just like you, and I have healthy and unhealthy coping mechanisms that I need to channel. Right? So this, as much as I'm giving you this advice, I'm also giving it to myself. If I have any unhealthy coping, I do have unhealthy coping mechanisms. So I need to work on it. I need to work on it. And it's going to be hard. A year may be too small. A day may be too little. Months. It's going to take me months to come up with a proper solution on how to have healthy coping mechanisms for my trauma. So please,